Hi everyone, Dead here. We are going to go ahead and do a live reaction to the new Bungie Vidoc happening today. I am super excited. Let's get into this. It looks so awesome. It looks beautiful.
Have we been built to defend the Traveler? Have we been built to defend humanity? The Witness is going to bring all of that to the test.
What is that? How would we react if we were facing extinction? And how are we going to stand together to overcome this?
You know what must be done.
We were created for this moment, to deal with this conflict, to solve for this enemy.
What the hell happens when evil finally arrives and confronts the Traveler?
Ah, super hype. We only have like a full week left, and then it's right there. Witness looks so cool.
The Traveler is threatened. The Witness is here. Callus's forces are here as well. The Pyramid fleet is here. Big shit is going down.
Lightfall should feel like you have stepped into the middle of an active war.
One of the values that we really wanted to push was making sure that you felt like the tip of the spear. You were the one who was initiating the
That was cool, actually.
You were the one who was taking control. You were the one who was attacking things. What this tone gave us the chance to do was to really surface the friendship, the camaraderie, the connections that we have to each other.
Kaido, we'll need your troops.
If the end of the universe is coming, what do we have left other than each other?
Keep the enemy away from the Traveler at all cost.
There's a pretty big, serious threat that is happening to the solar system, so we really wanted to bring that gravity and that weight into the story.
In a major way, what we're doing right now is we're both setting up the finale for the Light and Darkness saga. We're pulling the darkness into the frame for the first time.
Man, we've been setting up for like 7 years now.
The big question has been, what does it want with the Traveler? What will happen when it finds it? And in Lightfall, it does find it.
I feel like the Witness is so drastically different from any other antagonist that we've had in Destiny in the past. You know, a lot of our Destiny antagonists are like kind of over the top and theatrical in their own way. And then we have the Witness, who's just so reserved.
Oh, dude, that looks so, just so cool.
The Witness is here to finish what the collapse started. Now, there's Callus. Always been power hungry, in it for himself. He's now signed on as one of the Witness's disciples.
We're seeing Callus go through a transformation and emerge as something new.
My semblance matches my inner beauty.
The odds are stacked against you. The Witness has arrived. We got Callus. Everything's under attack. How do we deal with this? And then you find this thread.
We knew we wanted to do another darkness power in Destiny. Are we gonna do what everyone thinks we're gonna do? Are we gonna make like poison?
I would love dot
We're
damage.
gonna do something that you'd only.
I would live with dot damage forever.
Strand, and it's the web of life.
What does it mean to have a cosmic web that's connecting everything around you? How do you actually make that like an ability? How do you make that like a power? It's something that doesn't actually exist. You can't just point to fire, electricity, or ice. Coming up with the idea of the strings, the strands lighting up the world. I think that was when everything kind of started to come together.
Strand is unlike any of the powers that we've gotten before. We didn't get it from the Traveler, we didn't get it from the Pyramids. It is a power that we find is unlocked within us as Guardians.
Another power that was within us the whole time. Awesome.
Ooh, you can do some really powerful things.
Oh my god. Yes, our rift is gonna be so good.
That we're introducing. So we have the Hunter Threadrunner, which is
That's gonna be a menace in PvP.
Spike.
Oh, it's gonna be a menace.
It's this kind of rope dart. You're constantly moving, constantly attacking.
It feels fluid. It has an amazing style to it. It's just something we've never seen in Destiny before.
And then there's the Titan Berserker, and the name is pretty fitting.
The Titan Super is Blade Fury, where you weave these giant blades onto your hands. You have a melee attack that you can kind of combo indefinitely, And then you have your heavy attack, which sends out these suspending waves.
And then there's
I don't know,
the
that looks pretty good.
Broodweaver, the mastermind of the minions that we call the Threadlanes.
The Warlock Broodweaver super is Needle Storm. You create 3 sources of power, and then those then get launched out, and then those fly through the air. When they hit an enemy, they'll explode. When they hit the ground, they will then charge up and then turn into Threadlings.
Dude, I hope that's good for just boss damage. It looks amazing, but I want to do super lazy Warlock supers for burst
When you
damage.
select that takes up your grenade slot. It was a hard challenge because, like, how can you make this idea of swinging through the world equivalent to a grenade? And so designers came up with this idea of a grapple melee.
The grapple melee is incredibly powerful.
Oh.
I grapple onto an enemy, which stuns them for a second. And then when I get there, I grapple punch, blow them all up, and start shooting, and then the unravel projectiles are flying all over the place.
Oh, it looks so cool. Also, the
That
weapons
stuff
look
coming together
really
was magic for me.
familiar.
Oh my god, that's Destiny?
Neomuna has existed for hundreds of years. It branched off from Earth during our collapse and shut off any communication. So they've been secretly existing on Neptune for a very long time and keeping themselves safe.
It was amazing to see how the concept artist made all of this beautiful art feel really fresh and new, but also a part of the Destiny universe.
When we think about how to design Neomuna, like what's the architecture like? We're thinking of a lot of aerodynamic things, fins and sailboats. That informs us sort of the architectural form language that kind of looks unlike anything we've ever seen before.
The high winds, strong pressure. We have that beach area where we show the sand is made out of diamonds.
Ooh.
The whole terrain is following up into the beginning of the city.
Are we going to start adding more weather effects to planets? I would love that, personally.
And yeah, there's some mysteries in there.
The cool thing about Neomuna is
The
that
fish
it's this
things.
big neon-soaked city, but it has quite a spectrum of different environments.
I think my favorite absolutely is the Thrillodrome. It is an arcade lost sector, and
That's all. Okay.
to spending our
What is this?
days
What
in
is this grenade launcher?
playing games with our buddies.
I'm
Bro.
also so excited for people to see the puka pond with all of the pukas that have been like
That's
such
what those
a
are
mystery
called?
since Beyond Light. And then on the other side of the city is California ship. The Typhon Imperator has landed square in Ahimsa Park.
You see that the city is indeed kind of in shambles in parts. There's smoke, there's explosions in the air, and I just go back to the teamwork of everybody getting into a room and thinking like, what can we do to make this feel high octane, very explosive, and familiar?
That's cool.
This is a city that needs
Oh, that's so
everyone's
cool.
help. It needs their protection, and Callus is going to do his level best to destroy it, and we're not going to let them, and neither are the Cloud Striders.
There's a lot new about Lightfall. We have this new location, and it has these new personalities that come along with it. They're defenders of this city, and they have new perspectives that we really haven't seen in characters in Destiny, and that's taking the form of the Cloud Striders, Nimbus, and Rohan.
I understand what's at stake, Lightbearer. Far better than you.
Rohan is the grizzled old veteran who's too old for this shit. And Nimbus is the young rookie. Nimbus is learning on the job.
Nimbus was definitely a favorite of ours to animate. They're so boisterous and fun-loving and a little smug, but super confident in their abilities.
The Cloud Striders, bottom line, are cool.
Nimbus, on your stakes.
Oh, bulk. Oh, I can't wait to fight those things. Oh.
You want the Terminators to be the most scary unit that you've ever fought in the Destiny universe.
Holy crap, this combatant is very powerful. It means business.
It's incredibly intimidating. This thing wields a massive scythe, has command over all this void energy.
The Tormentor can like grab you, and that's something we've never really done before with the boss.
Throws out the scythe, has the player.
We need more of that. That's
And in those moments for Dark Harvest, we actually do things with audio to make it feel even more intimate, where we duck out all the background sound. So you really have this intimate moment with this terrifying creature grabbing you.
Oh, it's so Bungie's getting it pretty good.
Lightfall and Season of Defiance are two sides of the Destiny coin. And so on the Lightfall side, we have crazy...
I was going to ask that. I was like, if we're going to go to Neo Muno, what happened to the Traveler in the last city?
Action fantasy. On the Season of Defiance side of the coin, it's a story that's much more closer to home.
Season of Defiance is about the ground war on Earth. Callus's forces are invading, and we're defending Earth. We're freeing prisoners.
Go now.
We're trying to protect the last city, but much more directly and under much more threat than we have seen in a long time.
Okay.
You're working with Petra, you're working with Devram, you're working with all these people. That
Devram's finally going to do something. Oh my god.
For the real thing you're trying to save.
Usually, season launches... Oh, it looks... Oh, what is that, exotic? Well, usually seasons that launch with an expansion are kind of mid. This looks good.
I'm super excited to see what you've been working on.
We have a couple of Strand exotics. The Warlocks are getting what's called Swarmers. They're these boots that will, on Tangled Destruction, create new threadlings at that location. Now, they can either shoot it, or they can pick up a tangle and throw a tangle, and then that will also create threadlings. The hunters are getting this...
I might actually take off transversives for those.
As you grapple, you gain this new ability called Woven Mail, and it's reducing the incoming damage except for headshots. The Titans get boots that will augment a aspect that they have. The aspect itself will just send out a wave that will suspend...
Okay, these look cool, but
after casting it, but the boots
what would be the reason to use Kepri's horn after this?
Whenever they spend an enemy with these boots on, they also gain Woven Mail. So pushing the front line further and further by being tanky.
I have been caught by those boots a couple times in our playtest. We have this incredibly cool heavy metal machine gun that fires according to its own rhythm, where it gets alternate effects every 4th bullet.
Alternate?
And every 16th bullet, it gets even more added to it. So we have this...
I thought you guys said it would...
advanced technology
what is it? Go volatile and then debuff, or vice versa. Are you telling me there might be more to that?
Surviving during the lock-on time, and it opens you up to consider your movement more than your aiming, being able to lock onto multiple guys in your field of vision, and then...
I think it's going to be a menace in PvP.
Was, I think, a moment where I kind of...
It was a menace in Titanfall 2. It looks like it's going to be a menace over here too. Yeah. Excuse me.
We're introducing a ton
I'm
of
still
new
sick,
features
so my apologies.
that are designed to make sure that the player experiences are as good as they can be.
I think one of the things we're most excited about are loadouts and what we're calling build crafting 2.0, which is the system of both, hey, let's make it more understandable to how you make a build, and then let's allow you to save that build and quickly swap between them.
When we started the process of figuring out how we are going to improve build crafting, one of the things that we knew we needed to do was make it easier to go from I have never done any build crafting to I'm really engaged in this.
I have never done any build crafting, and I'm curious how this works.
We need to improve the experience. They came back with, well, what if we did a build management screen and let you see your whole build on one screen?
It's all in one place. You can see it, you can read it, you can learn. And that coupled with our Guardian ranks, that's going to come in and basically be our first ever...
Yeah, I want to see more of this.
...single player.
Guardian ranks is our answer to what should I be doing in Destiny if I want to get better? You have this track that tells you what you should be doing. We're really excited for
Okay.
players to start diving into that system along with combinations. a way to
This looks
finally
more
say
new
thank
user
you
friendly.
to players that you've been playing with. We think all of this stuff is coming together to bring this more
I'm gonna get so many downvotes or whatever from trials. I already see it.
When we think about the future of Destiny, we think there's so much more to discover. We're just on the coast right now. We want to get into the heart of this continent.
We are walking to our 10-year anniversary of Destiny, and Destiny
Oh,
is such a core
10
part of
years,
our
man.
life.
Oof.
We just want to keep building Destiny.
We've been talking about this antagonist to the Traveler for so long. In Lightfall, we get to spend time with the Witness in a way that we haven't yet.
We're paying off storylines that have been coming together and been building for years.
More questions will certainly arise.
We have this finale with the final shape that's coming right after Lightfall, where we're closing down the Light and Dark saga.
I don't know. I'm worried.
Destiny is far from over.
This universe is about more than the conflict between the Traveler and the Pyramids, and we want to show you new ways to explore it. We want to show you new things to discover in the universe because we think that Destiny has a lot to offer, and Lightfall is the catalyst for that. It's high stakes, thrilling action, all at the same time, pushing the Destiny story to places it's never been before.
What is that armor? I bet you that's raid armor. I bet you. And that's it for the Vidoc, right? Yeah, that's right. That's it. So I am going to sit here, go back a little bit. So I have a strong suspicion that this is raid armor. All this right here. We don't see the Warlock one though. Okay. Two. Oh, we have 3 Hunters, 2 Titans, and a Warlock. I don't know why that struck me. But I do have a sneaking suspicion that this is probably the raid, or it might be another Bungie trick, because they tricked this for Vow Disciple. Everyone thought that, oh, that was just a dungeon. Nope, it's not a dungeon. That is the raid. They only loaded in 3 people on their last like Vidoc thing for Witch Queen. So, all in all, I am super pumped. This looks awesome. But yeah, I'm a little worried because we only have 1 more year for the Light and Dark saga to like wrap up, and I feel like I'm scared. I'm scared they're gonna like rush it. They're just like, oh man, we gotta go ahead and wrap all this up together because there is like so many locations and so many people we have like yet to meet, and we only have a year left. I wonder if we're just gonna like, oh, here's this location, here's that location. Oh, guess what? And we're never gonna go back there again. We're not gonna see this again. So I don't know. I'm just a little worried about it because we have no idea how it's gonna play out. I have no idea how it's gonna play out. All I am is just excited to see what comes next. But that has been my not really exciting, but more chill and sick reaction to today's Vidoc. I'm super excited. I will see y'all in the next one. That is it for me. Deuces. Bye.